Out of Ransomville aboard the number 22N, that is Webb Nashwinter. Out of Niagara Falls, driving car number 53, Russ Davidson. In the number 8 out of Caledonia, that'll be driven by Matt Castleline. Driving car number 7, and he's out of Waynfleet, that'll be driven by Remington Price. Driving car number 360 out of Welland, ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Akers. In the M1 out of St. Catharines, former Pro Stock racer, that is Rob Murray out of St. Catharines. Driving car number 1R from Port Colborne, that is Steve Smokey Robinson. Driving the Brian's Tire Repair 310C, that's the Candyman from St. Catharines, Mike Dooley. Driving car number 20 from Thorold, that is Paul Wichert. Driving car number 48H, that's the current point leader out of Dane City, that's Silly Billy Hogue. Driving car number 17 out of Grimsby, that'll be Rob Disher. In the 7K out of Font Hill, that is Kevin Kokerick. Also sponsored by Brian's Tire Repair. Out of Waynfleet, driving car number 88, and that'll be Shane Pierce. Out of St. Catharines, driving car number 44, that is Jeff Damon, also former Pro Stock competitor. Driving car number 4K out of St. Catharines, Kevin Knapp. Driving car number 777, he's out of St. Catharines, that is Tyler McPherson. Driving car number 08, he's out of Port Robinson, Kirk Wilson. Out of Port Colborne, car number 1J, and that is Jason Fontaine. And moving up to the front row from Thorold, driving car number 73K, that is Ron Kingsbury. And on the pole, out of Niagara Falls, driving car number 55, that is rookie Vince Fargnoli. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if they haven't started their engines, drivers, start your engines.
Okay, Fran, I got to correct you. You said the 777 was Tyler McPherson. It's Cody McPherson.
And I apologize for that. It's Speed Stocks as well as tonight's program. We're ready to go green, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Vince Fargnoli and Ron Kingsbury. Fargnoli with a good jump here in that 55. Kingsbury going to battle back into the first turn. And the whole field will pile in there.
They make it away cleanly around turns 1 and 2. Kingsbury looking on the outside of the 55 of Vince Fargnoli. The one of Jason Fontaine, who had a great heat run on the inside. They're starting to pile them up. Clinton right behind you in turns 3 and 4.
Kokerick got into it with Damon a bit, and that turned young Cody McPherson, who was able to get straightened out. I don't think too many guys lost a lot of positions there to the field. Vince Fargnoli jams on the brakes in the 55 in the pit area. The crew going over to have a look at it. If they're going to send him out, they'll wave him right back on through. So Fargnoli will stay on the lead lap. We go back to green flag action. And the top 4 are Fontaine, Kirk Wilson, now Kevin Knapp, Ron Kingsbury, and Shane Pierce.
Knapp splits the 73 of Kingsbury on the back stretch on the outside. He's looking for that bite like his brother Robbie did in the previous heat. He's getting pushed out to the wall from the 08 of Kurt Wilson. 3 wide as they go into turn 1 and 2.
This is going to pay off for Kevin Knapp if he can get it going. Fargnoli slow along the bottom. Pierce has to step it up, but Knapp's able to keep his foot into it. Look at Pierce driving hard into turn 3. Plows up in front of Kirk Wilson, who helps him get into it a bit. And now hard hit for Mike Dooley.
Oh, the 310 of Mike Dooley coming hard into.
He's lost a wheel, and now Shane Pierce popped the rat in the 88. And that's going to need a couple of tow trucks here as the Dooley 310C with problems. He gets the left rear tore off of that 310C.
The 88 of Shane Pierce taking it hard into the corner, was right on the tail to start Clinton.
Started 12th.
Getting ready to go here. We look at the 310C of Dooley in the infield. It's got more problems. We'll get over there and talk to Mike a little bit later, but here comes Kevin Knapp battling on the outside of the 1J of Fontaine. Wichert in there along with Kirk Wilson and young Cody McPherson and Kevin Kokerick.
Fontaine bringing him down the front straightaway. By starter way it's and Knapp looking on the outside for that extra bite. Wichert right behind him. He's going to follow the same line. They almost come together, the 7K and the 08. Wichert on the fly along with the 4K of Kevin Knapp.
Kevin Knapp into the lead now over Jason Fontaine, Kirk Wilson, And look at them, 3 wide down the front straightaway, almost 4 wide into turn 1.
Wilson makes it 3 wide with the 1J of Fontaine and the 20 of Wichert. Who's going to make it out of there? Wishert's got the lead as they head down the back straightaway. Here comes the 08 of Kurt Wilson now on the inside, trying to regain that position. Kevin Knapp in the 4K will bring him by. Start of Barry Davidson.
Everybody makes it cleanly through the third and fourth turns, but it is still dicey when they get back to the first turn now. Off the second comes Wichert. He will take the bottom to the lead in the number 20.
Wichert looking for the checkered flag for a second time in 2006. Wasn't on victory lane due to disqualification, but we got Vince Fargoli around in turn 2, bringing out the yellow. So it's 7 laps down, 23 to go. Our leader is going to be the 20 of Paul Wichert.
Now, see, there's a rookie mistake by Fargnoli. If you need a caution, which he did, you shouldn't pull away quite that fast. You know, they're smart enough in the tower. They can see you waited. Dooley, certainly not the way you wanted the 310C to end, and I gave you a few minutes to cool off. Kind of just got run over from the back. Sort of a racing deal. What's your thoughts?
Just run over from the back. Whoever, I guess they didn't see what was happening up front, and we slowed down, and they didn't, and here we are.
Did you get a look at the damage? Anything more than an axle that you can tell already?
The axle, lots of sheet metal by the looks of it. That's it.
All right, Mike. Sorry about your luck. And they'll get it fixed and be ready to go next Saturday. We're ready to go again. Green flag comes down. It'll be Wichert over Kevin Knapp with Kevin Kokrick and Kirk Wilson. Lots of Ks up here in the top 5.
Knapp looking for that bite again on the outside. Wisher's going to hang to that inside lane. The 7K of Kokrick sitting in third. The 08 of Wilson in fourth. The battle's for fifth between the 1J and the 48H of Billy Hogue. Wisher brings him by. Start of Barry Davidson. He's leading the pack going into turns 1 and 2. 8 laps down, 22 to go.
Jamie Akers with problems in the 360, but we got him turned around and stacked up hard. Down in the second turn, Cody McPherson gets turned around. Rob Disher with a ton of front end damage on the 17. And now we'll have to find out what's up with the Cody McPherson 777. McPherson's crew doing a good job trying to get that tire fixed as fast as they can so he can stay on the lead lap. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do it just yet, as they're still working on it over there in the pit area. Green flag comes down. Wichert, Knapp, and Kokrick, the top 3, with Silly Billy and then Jason Fontaine in the mix as well.
Knapp looking on that high side of track, trying to find that extra bite. Wichert able to maintain the lead about a 5 or 6 car length as he heads around turns 3 and 4 and down the front straightaway. The 7K of Kevin Kokrick, though, he's on the inside of the 4K of Knapp, and right behind him is current point leader, the 48H of Billy Hogue, as he gets by the 7K.
Cody McPherson returns to Speedway. I believe he'll be a lap down as Billy Hogue now challenges on the inside of Kevin Kokrick. And they are starting to bump and rub back here in the middle part of the Speedway.
Wichert trying to stretch his lead over the 4K of Kevin Knapp, but the 48 of Billy Hogue working his way through the field too. He started right ahead of the 20 of Wichert in this 30-lap street stock feature. Wichert able to maintain the lead. He brings around turns 3 and 4. This time by will have 19 laps to go.
Billy Hogue, the 48H, trying to get to the inside of the Kevin Knapp 4K. He stabs it in there in the first turn. Kevin Kokrick not going away. He's giving these guys some headaches here, as he's been a tough competitor here tonight in the King Kong number 7.
As Kokrick and the 48H and Knapp battled out, Wisher's able to maintain his lead and lengthening it. Knapp still working hard, cutting down in front of the 48H of Billy Hogue to keep that second position, only allowing Wichert to get that much further ahead.
Now Billy Hogue on the inside of the Kevin Knapp Little Brothers 4K. Thinks about it and will make it work right along the bottom part of the rail as the Dane City Tavern 48H squeaks out in front of Knapp by a slim margin. Knapp will battle back on the top. Good battle for the lead. Look at Shane Pearson, the 88 Sparks, flying heavily out of the left front.
As our leader comes around turns 3 and 4, this time by starter Barry Davidson, 14 down, 16 to go. Billy Hogue now clearly out front as the yellow comes out, Clinton.
Remington Price facing the wrong way. I think what's going on there with Shane Pierce is maybe the fan clipping the... Now Billy Hogue's worked his way up through the middle part of the pack. Let's see what he can do here in that 48H. Can he get around Wichert? Barry Davidson showing him the green flag. It comes out this time. Knapp, Kokrick, and Hogue almost go 3 wide into turn number 1. They think better of it. Now, Jeff Damon back in the mix in the 44 after his early off-track excursion.
Kokrick on the outside of the 4K. The battle for 3rd and 4th. The 48H of Billy Hogue right on the tail. Wichert on that restart. Tried to pitch him on the inside coming out of turn 2. Wichert able to pull away a little bit on the 48H of Billy Hogue. The 4K of Knapp and the 7K of Kokrick still battling as your leader makes him into turn 3.
Kevin Knapp and Kevin Kokrick rub wheels down off of the second turn in the middle part of the back straightaway. They straighten it out now through 3 and 4, but still are battling with one another for that 3rd position.
Wichert able to maintain that lead, about a 10-car length lead now over the 48H of Billy Hogue. He's trying to work his way away from the 4K and the 7K. Damon on the outside in the 44 trying to make away 5th from the 08 of Kurt Wilson as your leader makes his way down the front straightaway.
And Matt Castelline will get turned around in turn number 4 here. Can he get the number 8 straightened out? I don't think so. The rad goes up on that number 8. Matt Castelline trying to get that number 8 car fired up.
So the 20 of Wichert able to maintain his lead. He won't have to worry coming out of that area. You may be correct. It could be a fan indefinitely.
Well, they got the tire fixed, but certainly not the spark coming out from under the hood. Harvey, Swiss Chalet 20 of Wichert, takes it back into the first turn after accepting the green flag from the perch of Barry Davidson. 48H of Billy Hogue will lead the charge back to the back end of the Wichert 20.
So Wichert able to maintain that lead over the 48H of Billy Hogue. Billy Hogue, like the last restart, closing in on laps 1 and 2, but Wichert able to pull away about a 6-car length lead as he has done now. 18 laps, 12 to go as your leader heads down the back straightaway and into turn 3.
Wichert looks really smooth here in that number 20. A couple of feature wins for that car with a couple of different drivers already. It can motor around these dirt tracks.
So Wichert brings him into turns 1 and 2. The 44 of Damon now up to 5th place all by himself as the 08 of Kurt Wilson back in the 6th. Rob Murray on the 1M trying to get by the 08 of Kurt Wilson. Wichert brings him around turns 3 and 4. Billy Hogue still in 2nd in the 48H. This time by 20 laps down, 10 to go.
Murray hasn't been able to get on the inside of Wilson enough to make that pass stick. They rub down the front stretch a little bit. M1 into the back of the Wilson 08 gets them loose into the first turn. And they will continue to battle it out for about 6th and 7th.
Wichert now about a 10-car length lead over the 48H of Billy Hogue. Just 9 laps to go. The 4K of Kevin Knapp still in 3rd. Kokrick in 4th, as well as Damon in 5th. Murray now on the inside of the 08 of Kurt Wilson trying to take away that 6th position as the leader heads into turns 3 and 4.
Well, Murray got all the way up in there. Kirk Wilson had nothing he could do then. Couldn't close the door anymore. Murray was already through it. And as they bring it around, laps to go for Wichert over silly Billy Hogue. And now Kevin Kokrick making a move on the inside of Kevin Knapp.
And Vince Fargoli in the 55 spins her in turns 3 and 4. He's trying to get her spun around again. Let's see if the leader, the 20 of Wichert, can make his way around and cleanly by Fargnoli. Fargnoli as he heads into turns 1 and 2. We'll see what happens with our leader, the 20. Wichert's looking. He's on the inside. Fargnoli's on the outside. Now he's trying to race with our leader, and he's about 5 laps down.
So Wichert will crowd him up to the high side, basically say, hey, I'm the leader of this race. I want my line. You move it out there, buddy. Wichert will take the spot away, and now that actually gives Wichert a bit of a cushion because Hogue will have to get around Fargnoli before he can make a shot at Wichert.
Wichert losing a few car lengths there because of the 55 egg Fargnoli, but able to pull away from him now. Some clean racing in front of him. This time by will have 5 laps to go. He may be in lap traffic though with the 73 of Miller, the 88 of Pierce, as well as the 22 just ahead of him.
Now we start to see smoke out of the back of the Jeff Damon, number 44 Tim Horton's black Camaro, and he rides along in 5th place right now, but doesn't seem to be reeling up to the back end of the Kevin Knapp 4K, who sits in 4th. Now Remington Price and Kirk Wilson get together in turn 2.
This time by, Wichert just has 4 laps to go, still able to maintain that lead over the 48H of Billy Hogue. Billy Hogue now has to contend with lap traffic. That's the 55 of Vince Fargnoli. This time around with Wichert, he'll just have 12 turns to go to get a second victory. the 44 of Damon pulls his car into the infield. Some smoke coming out of that thing. This time by for Wichert. He gets the 2-to-go sign from starter Barry Davidson. Hogue finally by the 55 of Vince Fargnoli. But with 2 laps to go, Wichert may have to contend with the lap traffic just ahead of him. Hogue can be closing up with just 2 to go. Wichert makes his way into turns 3 and 4, and this time by will have 1 to go.
Mike Miller goes around in turn 4, and that's going to come around right in front of silly Billy Hogue. Jeff Damon's car catches fire down here. Jim Sora had to jump off the mic. He come driving right towards us. Under the hood, fully engulfed. Randy McPherson, the guys down here doing a great job getting that fire extinguisher out for Jeff before it caused him too much problems. And we still, as his car goes up in flames, Billy Hogue got 1 final shot and 1 lap to get it done here over Wichert. This is going to wrap things up here tonight.
So Billy Hogue trying to pinch him earlier as he is here, trying to get he's right on the tail of him as they head down the back straightaway. Wichert trying to pull away from the 48H. This is his last kick at the can. Wichert into turn 3. He's in turn 4. He holds his line. Checker flag in hand by starter Barry Davidson. Paul Wichert is your 30 laps Brian's Tire Street Stock winner.
Billy Hogue will finish second. Kevin Kokrick third. Kevin Knapp fourth. Rob Murray 5th, Price, Russ Davidson, and we'll get over here and have a word with Jeff.
As I sit here in the stands, I got this young lady here with me. Your name again? Lauren. She's quiet there. Well, Lauren here. I know you're probably young enough you can get in for free, so I'll give the people behind you a buy one, get one free pass, and I'll give you a large pizza and wings at the S. Bend restaurant so Grandma and Grandpa can take you there for pizza and wings before next week's races.
All right, Jim, I got Jeff Damon down here. Jeff, you're all right. First and foremost, what caught fire here? Do you know?
I don't know yet. So they think this tranny overheated and came out with a dipstick and caught the header wrap on fire.
What was the indication to you? Could you feel the heat, maybe seen some flames, or just the smoke got to be too much? What was it?
I saw flames coming through the firewall, so decided to pull off.
Hey, well, what a way to get it done. Pull right up to the fire extinguisher here. The guys got on it, Jim. Quite a sight to see the 44 come ripping into the infield, full throttle right up to the fire extinguisher. And they took care of that. Ron Kingsbury getting pushed off, Dooley getting towed back. And here comes the winner, Paul Wichert, into victory lane to see Jim Hanley. Don't go away, folks. Rollover contest still to come. Should only take about 15 minutes of excitement, but it's going to be 15 minutes well worth the wait. We're early enough tonight. Jim, down in victory lane, go ahead.
Well, you know, it's a second feature win, so we're going to have to get 2 photos with him tonight. Teammates with Terry St. Amand, who's got 2 victories also, and he was always rubbing Paul, saying, Paul, you really haven't won a race yet this year. So Paul's now tied with them, 2 for him, 2 for Terry, as they revive their racing careers here at the new Humberstone Speedway as well as Merrittville. He's getting ready to work his way out of the car. Here, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand. Great season this year for the 20 of Paul Wichert. So, Paul, I know a little bit of the history of the car and that stuff. I know how much work you put into it over the winter. I actually watched you build it. Some help from Mikey Grant in putting the frame together. You doing the body, a few people helping you out. Terry can't rub you no more. You got his picture now on victory lane. Second win of the season. The first where you're actually on victory lane now.
I tell you, it feels great. Feels great to finally get the bridesmaid dress off and wear the bride's dress. I've had too many seconds here. You know, excuse me. I just love to race, and you know what an awesome track we had tonight. I can't begin to think of all the people that helped us build this car, but I'm telling you, a moment like this is worth it for everybody.
Well, let's give a big hand to the 20 of Paul Wichert, actually coming second here 4 times, third twice, fourth once, finds himself tonight on victory lane for the second time. We got to give him a shaking hand, and at least I don't have to clean the mud off the car tonight because it's at Humberstone. I only do it at Merrittville. Congratulations.
Clinton, if you could let us know who's in the white and in the red machine. We know of the 10 and the 10, or the white, or the number 1 and the number 10. So if you could just find out who will be in the white and red machines. Mike Paul will be in the number 1. Jaron Israel out of Wilson will be in the number 10 machine.
So as mentioned, I should have mentioned Paul, he revived his racing career after about a 2-decade hiatus. Paul Wichert, a very strong pro stock racer years ago, as many as you might know.
Ask if his father's in the stand. He can come down.
Hey, if his father's here, maybe you could come down here, Father Wichert, if you're in the stands, and you can get your picture taken here on the front straightaway. Wondering if you're here tonight at the Humberstone Speedway. So here come Pops. We'll get a couple quick words in with Pops here. He's here tonight. We'll stop him just before he gets his picture taken. Well, Dad, you must be proud after seeing him not behind the wheel for about 20 years.
That's right.
Go ahead. You're next one.
I'm next, okay. Yeah, congratulations, Paul. It's awesome.
So bring back memories. You're watching him race about 20 years ago when we used to watch him in the Pro Stocks?
Yeah. Used to come home and watch the number 24 on the street. Yeah.
Watch number 24. Now you get to see him here tonight in Victory Lane. Great feeling, no doubt, for you.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Paul. Dad's here to get a picture, too, as well as the Home Depot crew. The Harvey Swiss LA. JT checking out the tires. The tire man. The mud man. The beer man.
All right, Fran, I got a couple competitors down here. James Demetro in the 2J and Ed Demetro in what number we got here? The 8 Junior. And Fran, you got the other two, right? Mike Paul and Jaron Israel.
So the unofficial top 5. Paul Wichert is the winner in the number 20. Billy Hogue is second in car number 48. Kevin Kokrak is third in the 7K. Kevin Knapp is fourth in the 4K. And Rob Murray rounds out the top 5 unofficially. So
Dave Sully there doing an interview with our winner, WJJL. As Fran knows, AM radio, I believe it shows still every Saturday. Fran at 12. It hasn't changed, that it has been for about 30 years.
12 noon from 12 noon on 1440 till 1 o'clock, and it's 32nd year, yes.
Yeah, Dave doing a great job after Gordy Wilson retiring from the radio show. Dave taking over. Dave keeping on a great condition there. If you want all your racing information, check out WJJL 1440 AM out of Buffalo, New York, as well as Oval1.com and NiagaraRacing.com, I believe it is. Fran, you got all the websites. The fans can get all the information they need.
Oval1.com, as well as Dirt Track Digest, HumberstoneSpeedway.com. All kinds of great racing sites.
The Wichert fan club.
Somewhere there's a car down there, isn't there, Jim?
Okay. Go. Showtime.
Some future races here. I see Bobby Davidson's son out here. He's already getting into a go-kart. Donnie Speaks' son's down here. He's looking to get into a race vehicle too. We got Billy Bleach's son down here. We got a lot of racing blood. And we got our assistant flag man up there, Anthony. Anthony, wave that flag while he's taking a picture. Come on. Put the flag up. He got that picture.
So coming up here next week here at the Humberstone Speedway, a regular program plus sponsored by Commercial Auto Electric, plus the dwarf cars and the vintage cars will be part of our program also. So we want to thank Commercial Auto Electric.
Normie from Turn 4 Collision coming over and congratulating Paul Wichert. Norma, very helpful, I can tell you, with Paul Wichert's number 20 down there at Turn 4 Collision in Thorold, Ontario, by the beer store. Close to his lunch supply. No. So as they get going to Normie. If you don't know, Normie along with Mikey Granton and a few others, the 1M of Rob Murray also.